Part 1. When Enough is Enough. Introduction. Your gift is a calling. Are you ready to answer? There I was, riding on a private jet with Cedric, the entertainer. We were being flown from the set of the Steve Harvey show to a city where we were going to perform as the kings of comedy. When it was just me, Benny, Mark, and Sid, everybody in the passenger cabin on the jet was asleep. When I looked out the window, I could see the lights sparkling in the city below. Next thing I knew, tears were streaming down my face. At that point, I hadn't taken full inventory of my life and all my blessings and achievements. I couldn't believe I was sitting on a G3 jet that was sent by the tour promoters. I thought, look at what my life has become. I had been told that I would never amount to anything, but I had made it through the miserable carpet cleaning business, selling insurance, which I didn't enjoy, the weeks on the road with no gigs, quitting my job, homelessness, and getting laid off. I realized that I've been through a lot. Suddenly, an overwhelming sense of accomplishment flooded over me, and the tears continued to flow. It hit me that my dreams were coming true. I had wanted to be one of the premier comedians in the country, and it was happening. The announcement of the tour gave us a title, the Kings of Comedy, and then we came out and proved it to be true. We became the largest grossing comedy routine of all time. The tour took in $58 million. My dreams were coming true right in front of me. That was the first moment on the jet that I recall feeling success, really feeling the joy, contentment, and true alignment with God's purpose for me. Success for me is not about the car I drive, the house I live in, the way I travel, or the suits I wear. Part of the success is connected to the money I earn and the things I'm able to do for my family and myself. But anyone who knows me well will tell you that the money is the smallest part of my success. Success is being in marriage of my dreams with a woman who helps me to be my best. Success is expressing my love for my children and having the opportunity to work with them as I build and expand my business. Success is working my butt off every day doing what I love to do. Your definition of success may be slightly different, but we tend to desire the same things in life: peace of mind, loving friends and family, good health, and a certain level of financial comfort. Whatever your definition for success, this life-changing book will put you on the right track to achieving it. Spending your hard-earned dollars to purchase Act Like Success, Think Like Success is an indication that you are serious about taking your life to a new level and attaining all that the world has to offer. And this book will not let you down in helping you get there. I have written these pages with so many people in mind. Whether you are a college student, a recent graduate trying to find your way in the work world, a retiree seeking what comes next, or someone who is on top and trying to stay there, it's for you if you're just starting out or have decided to stop struggling with obstacles that you are determined to overcome, or have already been climbing the mountain and can't find the motivation to climb anymore. It's for those of you who have fallen. It's for those of you who have traveled a part of the way and discovered that this can be all the world has to offer you. My first book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, helped millions of women take a fresh look at their relationships and dating behavior. Acting Like Success, Think Like Success will help you to evaluate your life's goals and determine the means to achieving them. My previous books targeted women as the primary audience. Act Like Success, Think Like a Success was created to empower everyone, men and women, young and old, fresh to the workforce and newly retired, This book is enriched with compelling material that can help no matter where you are on the journey. Act like a success, think like a success. Lets you know that it is not good enough to simply exist. Life is more than wading through a lifeless job, earning a gold watch, and cashing in your 401k. Your life has to be more than just waiting for the right opportunity to come along and find you. Your life has to be more than just marking time watching others achieve success. The words in this book will motivate you to get the most out of your life by using something that you already have, your gift. My gift is making people laugh. You have a very special gift too. Our Creator in His infinite wisdom, created every single soul with a gift. Your gift may be totally unique or it may be similar to someone else, but know that your gift is yours. When we utilize our gift, the universe thanks us by giving us an abundance of riches, from abundant opportunities to good health to financial wealth. When you aren't sowing into the soil of the universe, you notice that things in your life just seem to dry up and get worse. But when you sow back into the universe, with your time, your passion, and your commitment to others, the world will offer abundant opportunities for you to blossom into the new you. Incorporating your gift into your life and sharing it with others will bring you joy, passion, and a new vigor for living life to the fullest. This book will show you how to manifest your gift in your life. This book also focuses on how you can transfer your gift to other important areas in your life, such as building a better working relationship with your boss, or investing more in your community, or strengthening your family. Acting like a success, think like a success will get you thinking about increasing your life in whole new ways. The success I'm enjoying now didn't just happen overnight. I had to learn to be successful. And the life I have now is literally a dream come true. Act like a success, think like a success. It's full of information about what I have learned on my journey to self-fulfillment. I want to share it with you so that you too can see your dreams made real in your life. Page 6. How to get the most of this book. Part 1 of Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success deals with being real about where you are right now. We're going to get brutally honest about overcoming your fears, releasing your limitations, and taking the lead of life. Part 2 focuses on helping you to determine your gift. Once you know what your gift is, I offer tips on attaching it to just the right vehicle for transforming your life. You'll be doing what you love. When you exercise this opportunity, you'll see great changes in your life. The initial change will occur within you. You will exude a radiance that will serve as a magnet, drawing closer to you other success-minded people with similar drive and ambition. You'll enter into a realm of successful thinking. I discuss creating a vision board to serve as a regular reminder to stay on course in your travels to a bigger life. After you have attached your gift to a vehicle, you will need to sharpen your professional makeup to allow your gift to work best for you. Part 3 reveals ways to enhance your gift. These chapters present valuable information and tools for accentuating and utilizing your skill set. They include advice on goal setting and its relation to making your dreams come true. These practical suggestions are something you can implement in your life immediately. Learning to walk in your gift doesn't make life perfect, but it gives your life purpose and meaning. I remind you that being able to self-evaluate your performance with honesty is a major key to success. This section talks about the value of time, I cover the necessity of saying no and of asking for what you want, as well as of dealing with self-doubt. I also address the concept of everyone who comes with you cannot go with you. Act like a success, think like a success closes with inspiring words to encourage you to share your wealth. This section capitalizes on 3 important themes: healing yourself from haters with success, learning the keys to having a balanced life, and allowing your blessings to bless someone else. Act like a success, think like a success is not meant for you to simply read and walk away unchanged. It engages you with success actions. In these spaces, I encourage you to write down your reflections, aspirations, visions for your life. When initiated, this will serve as your success action plan. Be accountable for what you create as you uncover your gifts and talents. Establish a team if you need help staying motivated and applying the tools for success. Together, your team should read a book, share notes, and assess goals. This will help provide the support you may need to reach your next level of success. I've also created an online community of people just like you who are committed to act like a success, think like a success at www.actlikeasuccess.com. You can join with people all over the world who are working to increase their life. You can join with people all over the world who are working to increase their life. You can use this website to develop your own success plan. The website includes an area where you can track your thinking and action changes, receive inspirational messages from some of the most incredible people on the planet, and even leave your own testimonies about your growth. If you're on Twitter or Instagram, you can send me a tweet or video about your progress at Act Like a Success, using the hashtag I'm success. Many self-help and inspiration books tell you that you need to get something that you don't already have in order to achieve greatness. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to take another class, learn another language, get with a new set of people, or spend money you don't have. To become truly successful in life, you have to start with your gift. And you know what's so great about that? You already have it. I know that some of you do not yet know what your gift is. Others of you may have an idea of what your success, or others of you may have an idea of what your gift is, but you haven't figured out how to appreciate it, perfect it, and attach it to the right vehicle that will lead you to even more success than you can ever imagine. You have all the answers right here in these pages. In my journey towards success, I came to realize that staying successful is as much an art as becoming successful. When you really take on acting like a success and thinking like a success, you can have all the riches that life has to offer. This is the kind of blessed life that I want you to start living. Chapter 1. Continuation, Chapter 1. I'm tired of myself. I speak on being tired of myself rather well because the Steve Harvey that you know was once tired of himself at a particular point in his life. Steve Harvey, was tired. I was tired of the way I was living. I was tired of going nowhere. I was sick and tired of being poor. Poverty had exhausted me. It was exhausting for me to constantly have to think up ways to provide and survive. It was difficult to see things that I wanted and not be able to afford them. I was completely worn out by poverty. I was sick of myself for not pursuing my God-given gift. I was tired of myself for not going after my dreams. At that time, I did not really know how to pursue my dreams. But still, that was not an excuse. because not knowing did not stop the sickening feeling I was having. I was tired of struggling, of doing without. I was tired of me. I was tired of everything. I was tired of feeling disappointed or disappointment. I was tired of disappointing other people, including my mother and father. I was tired of not being able to see the potential in myself that others clearly saw. I was tired of living in a rut. I had gotten completely and fully tired of myself. I was exhausted from looking outside myself for the answers. But I came to realize that the solution to my pain and despair were deep inside of me all along. As my mother used to say, paraphrasing Fanny Lou Hammer, sometimes, son, nothing is going to change until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Let's take this journey together, because if you're tired of being sick and tired, know this, so was I. Are you tired of yourself? Are you tired of making the same promises to yourself that you are never motivated enough to see through? Are you tired of making excuses for not making change? Are you tired of measuring yourself against others and falling short? Are you sick of telling yourself, tomorrow I will do something different, but that tomorrow never comes? Well, being tired of yourself is a good place to be, because it means that you are ready to make changes in your life that will bring about great reward. I'm glad that you're finally here. When you are in this position of being tired of yourself, normally you are not alone. Everybody in your life, from your family to your co-workers, has been tired of you and your excuses for some time now. They see your gift and the pain you are causing yourself by not tapping into your God-given purpose and becoming your best. But here's the thing. People can tell you that they are tired of your excuses, but until you get tired of you, it won't make any difference. Are you done with blocking yourself from opportunities that could easily have been yours last month, last year, or even a decade ago? More often than not, our beliefs about ourselves are learned, internalized thoughts that evolve into behaviors that take over how we operate in our day-to-day lives. Somewhere along the way, we grow accustomed to our self-perceptions, and we allow them to become oppositions to our gifts and opportunities. We become our own opposition when we accept the following: procrastinating, lying to ourselves, comparing ourselves to others, and having self-doubt. In short, anything that gets in the way of our becoming who we are created to be. So, what does it take for you to get to the breaking point? What will it take for you to be awakened out of your sleep? What will force you to realize finally that the life you are living is far below your God-given potential? This is your life, and you have to live it today. You cannot afford to waste another minute being unfulfilled, unsatisfied, and underutilized. Right now, and I mean right now, is your moment to take advantage of the dreams, goals, and visions that you have held in your heart for far too long. Jordan Belfort, the author of the book and inspiration for the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, said, "The only thing standing between you and your goal is the bullshit story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it." But I want to take it a step further. Excuses and the lies you convince yourself are true to avoid proving you are worthy of the gift you were given. Say this with me: no more excuses. When I was a student at Kent State University, my major was psychology. But I was really majoring in excuses. I had a million excuses for why I couldn't go to class or why I couldn't pay my rent. After college, I had even more excuses for why I was stuck in dead-end jobs and why I wasn't pursuing my dream to be a comedian. The more I told myself these lies, the more I believed that I wasn't worthy of earning my degree or being on a comedy stage. Then one day I was telling a friend why I had dropped out of school. And when I heard the words coming out of my mouth, I realized that it wasn't the school's fault or my parents' fault. At the end of the day, it was my fault. I had everything I needed, but at every turn, I found a reason not to start. I came up with roadblocks for myself so that I wouldn't have to be responsible for my gift. If you are like I was, you need to stop lying to yourself with excuses. Your excuses are as input now as they were when you first started using them. Your excuses are as empty now as they were when you first started using them. I need you to realize that your gifts are opportunities and to embrace a new belief. You are a success. Now, before you skip this section and say, Steve, I don't make excuses for my life. Hold on. The people who claim that they don't make excuses are usually the biggest offenders. You know who you are? You are a person who goes hard in your career, but you're normally the one making an excuse for missing a family member's birthday or canceling a date for the third time. Success doesn't live in one part of your life and become exempt in another. If you are going to do this, you have to do this. You have to do it all the way. You have to be open to using your gift to embrace your opportunities and change your life. When I began in comedy, I was protective about letting people into my life. I was trying to write like other people. I didn't really develop the real truth of who I was as a standing up until I was no longer afraid to open up. Sharing my truth led me to tons of more material jokes about, including my past, my relationship with my parents, my failed relationships, and things I was currently going through. For me, to grow in my gift, the first thing I had to do was to learn to be honest. When you open up yourself to being honest, you can just deal with whatever the truth is. All of your truth may be negative, but that can be a positive too. If you uncover the negatives about yourself, you then have a chance to improve. That's why it's very important that when something goes wrong in your relationship, or even something goes wrong in your business, the first question you ask yourself is, what did I do wrong? You have an opportunity to change yourself or fix the situation at any given moment. You cannot change another person. If I point the finger at everyone else and ignore the three pointing back at me, I have relinquished my chance to grow, change, and develop. But the moment that I pay attention to the three fingers that are pointing back at me, then and only then will I grow. Too often we focus on the cons before you even consider a pro. You can't even think about the benefits of taking on your dream because you're too busy focusing on what if and what could be and the why it won't work for me excuses. You're willing to waste years of your life walking away from your dreams instead of running towards your destiny. The comparison curse. Some of you are afraid to step up into your gifts because you're too busy comparing yourself to someone else. God made you and the way you do what you do exclusively for you. The world doesn't have time to interact with your representative. It needs the real, authentic you to show up and shine your light. Don't get stuck thinking, well, there is already 1,000,001 motivation speakers out there. There's nothing new that I can bring to the table. There might be 50 motivation speakers in your city, but you are the only one who has your unique set of experiences, mistakes, lessons, pitfalls, and triumphs that can make the difference between someone living an ordinary life and someone stepping into an extraordinary future. You'd be amazed how your personal story about leaving your small town and taking a leap of faith in the big city could speak to someone louder than, say, a story told by Les Brown ever could. Use your energy to perfect your game, not someone else. I'm not ready to sit at the big table. Often we get these stereotypes stuck in our heads about who can and who can't sit at the big table to make decisions. We count ourselves out because the game starts because we think we don't have the right upbringing, education, or experience to take on a new opportunity. When the day comes for you to be part of a meeting that will change the course of your organization, you can't afford to back away from the table because you think you don't have enough letters behind your name. I don't care about your race, your gender, where you come from, or your financial status. If God gives you the opportunity to step up to the plate, don't waste your time talking about I'm not worthy. Stop limiting your gift because you can't see the big picture. You have the same right to sit at the big table as anyone else. For far too long, the big tables have been dominated by the same kinds of people and personalities. Sit up, speak with boldness about what you know, and add value that would be absent from the table if you remained silent. Take your opportunity to add your unique talent and skills to the mix. We have to be aware of the conversations we are having with ourselves about our gifts and talents. What are you saying to yourself when no one is around? What are the conversations that you are having in the mirror with yourself each morning? Are you speaking life into your dreams or you're speaking someone else's fears and anxieties? Are you front-loading your day with scriptures, affirmations, and positive quotations? Or are you dumping doubt and anguish into your spirit? Some of us have been playing the same self-defeating records over and over again in our heads for so long that we don't know how to think indifferently about ourselves. I'm not smart enough to do that. I'll never be as good as my mother or father. That's good for you, but I know that won't work for someone else like me. It's too hard to do that. It's too late for me to get out there and do it. You may be thinking that you're just having this self-defeating conversation with yourself, but the more you repeat these statements in your head, the more these words become like an invisible coat of misery that you put on every day. You think that you're the only one who can see your words of defeat, but they grow up in your demeanor and how you present yourself to the world. How do you get a new song to sing about your life and your dreams? You can start out small by saying short affirmations. I was born to do this. God has a plan for me. I am more than a conqueror. My dreams can become my reality. Continuation, get fluent in the language of success. Practice learning how to speak about success with experts who are fluent in the language of success. One of the best ways to learn a foreign language is to fully immerse yourself into the culture of people who speak the language best. The same principle applies to speaking the language of success.